Provisional Kitchen is to feed flood-affected people still goes on at Vocational College, while Phuket Governor led teams to distribute the meals at Klong Samwa in Bangkok. The Provisional Kitchen set up at Phuket Vocational College continues actively, with volunteers joining hands each day and night to prepare meals for flood-affected people at Klong Samwa district in Bangkok. Phuket was designated to provide over 10,000 meals a day for people in that area since the beginning of the month. The meals are sent up to Bangkok twice a day. Visiting the affected area and helping to distribute the meals to the residents there himself, the Phuket Governor, Tri Akaradecha, passed on to the thanks to the residents in Phuket from the recipients. This is both in person and through the social networks such as Facebook. U.S. Navy carried out their COMSERV in Phuket by cleaning up and painting the wall of Tsunami Remembrance at Mai Khao and helped pack meals at Phuket Vocational College. Around 1,000 U.S. Navy officers were in Phuket during November 3rd to the 6th as 3 U.S. Navy ships docked at the resort island. Apart from recreational activities, the crew carried out combined COMSERV and hand clap projects or community services. On Friday, the 4th of November, a group of them went to clean and paint the wall of Tsunami Remembrance at Mai Khao before the remembrance on December 26. Before they departed Phuket, the U.S. Navy also spent their spare time assisting the Provisional College, Kitchen to prepare meals for flood-affected people in Bangkok. They also passed out hand-clapped goods through the Rotary International District 3330 for direct distribution to the flood victims by Rotary members in the flood-ravaged areas. This was worth an estimated 50,000 baht in hand-clapped goods from USS Pickney and USS Dewey going to flood victims, in addition to the 24,000 baht worth of goods given to the Provincial College, Kitchen at Phuket Vocational College. Thai Airways International Copenhagen Phuket direct flights was launched. Thai Airways International inaugural flight TG953 on Saturday arrived at Phuket International Airport with 336 passengers. The passengers, led by the Thai ambassador to Denmark, Copenhagen, included executives, travel agents, and travel media representatives. This is the first ever direct flight the national carrier has ever offered from Europe to Phuket. Thai used a Boeing 747-400 aircraft on a 3 times per week service. The flight was welcomed by Phuket Governor Tri Akaradecha, Governor of the Tourism Authority of Thailand, Surapon Sawetserani, Thai's General Manager at Copenhagen, Mr. Pricha Natwong, and Thai's Phuket District Sales Manager, Mr. Plasert Thanhansa. The number of passengers traveling on this flight is 88% of the total cabin capacity, which shows that passengers are still traveling from Scandinavia straight into Phuket. Danish is a fast-growing market for Thailand among the Scandinavian travelers. Last year, 150,300 Danish tourists visiting Thailand and 92,518 visited Phuket. In the evening, the group was given a welcome reception at a relaxing poolside of Patong Resort Hotel in Patong, where the Thai ambassador to Denmark praised joint efforts of all parties to make the service happen, and he hoped the service will grow from 3 times per week to be daily. Flight TG953 departs Copenhagen on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays at 20:45 hours and arriving in Phuket the next day at 13:20 hours. On the return, passengers may take any of Thai's daily flights from Phuket to Bangkok and connect on flights to Copenhagen via Suvarnabhumi Airport. At the airport, the TAT Governor, Surapong Sawetserani, gave freelance interviewer Grant more details about the significance of this new service, as it would help correct the image and restore tourist confidence amongst news of floods in Thailand's central parts.
We have been working with Thai Airways International in Denmark because we also have our office in Stockholm. And this is the inaugural flight, very first flight from Copenhagen to Phuket direct, which Thai Airways International will be servicing 3 flights a week. And our office is local, office in Scandinavia is working closely with Thai Airways International. On this first inaugural flight, we have invited some tourism operators and also the travel media to join so that they can come and spread the news about this service coming from Denmark, as well as having them to see firsthand about the readiness and the infrastructure and the beauty of Phuket that we have. And also right now, as you might know, there has some misunderstanding about Phuket being affected by the floods. So they will see firsthand by themselves and then spread the word around that Phuket is really ready and it's not affected and it's business as usual.
How long has it taken to plan this flight? How many years or how many months? And the timing of it? Is it for the high season?
Well, it has been planned for quite some time, but it's on a Thai international decision that they have been timingly, quite correct that they started from this year's high season. So the plan generally will be, the ball in the court of Thai Airways International with the support from Thai Tourism Authority of Thailand, because we have seen the potential and the growth of the needs of the market from that end coming to Phuket during the high season. Yes.
Do you think, or do you want more direct flights to Phuket rather than going through Bangkok, particularly at this time?
Yes, certainly so. But we think that anything that can give better conveniences to travelers, I think that's the way to compete in very competitive tourism market right now. So if we can give convenience and comfortable flight from Scandinavian coming down to the beach resorts in the south of Thailand, I think that's a very good way of expanding the market.
I'm curious why they haven't got a direct flight back from Phuket to Copenhagen. You have to go through Bangkok. I know it's a short flight, but why not?
It's the technical about the number of tourists coming in and out on the same, because the plane would have to lay over as a short time as possible and take the passenger back. But generally the people from that end, when they're coming to Thailand for the holiday, they sometimes stay for 10 days or 2 weeks. So the schedule has to be adjusted. So it's better to have them flying back from Bangkok. But when the demand is higher, then it can be direct through and from Phuket. Yes.
And back to the news again. Travel agents and tourism operators under ATTA visited and explored tourism products in the Andaman coastal provinces. A group of 70 travel agents and tourism business operators under the Association of Thai Travel Agents, or ATTA, visited 5 provinces in the Andaman coastal area of Trang, Krabi, Phang Nga, Ranong, and Phuket during November 12th to the 17th. The group were invited to visit, explore, and experience the locations and tourism products in southern Thailand under the Andaman Explorer project carried out by the Office of Strategy Management for Province Cluster in the Andaman region. Beginning their trip in Trang, the participants joined in similar activities of site visits to interesting or new tourism products and had a chance to meet, discuss the sales among themselves during tabletop sales, and also a seminar which opened a forum for both local sellers and potential buyers to voice their needs and concerns or expectation. The group ended their trip in Phuket on Wednesday, where they took part in the event at Patong Resort. Grant and Andaman News talked to the president of Phuket Tourist Association, Kun Sombun Jirayut, in more detail.
The project of the purpose of this project, so we want all the tour operator, especially from Bangkok, to explore the location of these 5 provinces. So that means they can create some package or some attraction to attract the tourists from different countries. For example, from Asia, we got a lot of tour operators that operate China tourists. Also from Europe country as well.
Right. So how many agents or buyers, we call them, have come here for this event?
This time we got buyers from they are all the ATTA members from Bangkok.
So Association of Thai Travel Agents.
Yes, ATTA members. ATTA members, most of them are the inbound tour operator. So totally about 70 people are coming for this project.
And as you say, they represent a lot of the inbound tourists. How many what figures are we talking about? How many tourists do you think they potentially can attract?
Well, probably we cannot estimate in number, but we can say that they cover for all markets, all over the world. That means if they promote all the province, so that means there will be more tourists that coming to the Andaman region. That means before, just maybe some tourists, they just stay in Phuket, Phang Nga or Krabi. That means if they can combine the package, with the other province, for example, like Trang or Lanong or whatever, that means the range of stay they can extend. So that means the distribution of the income, will distribute all over the Andaman region.